Hello, hello. ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? What is up? Another beautiful day here at Hoy En Día TV. I am your host, Yessie Rodriguez. Excited to be here and to have you all listening and watching and supporting. Thank you, gracias. All right, so we have another amazing episode as per usual because our goal is to always what? Inspire, motivate, educate, entertain, and just positively bring that life, that beacon of life and light to you all, because I know this world is so full of negativity and just a lot of BS. And Manny and I really hope that what we bring to the table offers that beacon of light and positive into your life. So without further ado, I'm going to bring my co-host Manny Morales on. Manny, welcome.
Bendiciones, bendiciones, ¿cómo estamos, mi gente? How's everybody doing out there in TV land? How's everything
Right.
going?
How's it going, my brother? How you been?
Not too bad. Hanging on to a pole right now because the hurricane is here. What is her name? Helena or something like that? I don't watch the news. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, it's too negative for me. Like, it's a trigger.
Yeah.
I don't like the news. My mom, she'll send me stuff. Like, she's been sending me stuff about the hurricane. I'm like, okay, I'm actually in it, Mom. So, you can stop sending it. I'm feeling it right now. So, but yeah, it started raining a little while ago. So hopefully I don't go anywhere because of my, the power goes out or something, God forbid. So, how are you though?
I'm good.
Nice. All put together.
Great.
Well, all put together. Look at you.
Thanks. I try to be presentable. It's what I always say. First impressions matter. And I'm glad you brought that up, because the other day I was having a conversation with my honey, and I was like, I noticed that a good amount of men and women, when they become parents, for whatever reason, they let themselves go. I wonder why.
Exactly.
So I told myself, when I became a parent, I'm already a parent, I'm not going to let myself go. No.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people they're self-conscious to begin with, and then they have that lonely feeling, and then they find that one person, and they have some sex, and they're like, well, I'm getting some on the regular, and well, let's not use protection. Boom, here comes a baby, and it's like he doesn't stay, so it's like, woe was me, and then I just let myself go because it doesn't really matter. Nobody likes me, and that's that. I hear that a lot with women that have self-esteem issues. So that could be it. I don't know. I'm not an expert, so I'm not gonna say that that's what it is, but that's what I see a lot. But I see a lot of women going back to the gym lately. So kudos to y'all for going to the gym.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey! You're supposed to be going to the gym for the right reasons, sir.
Hey, I do my thing. I can't close my eyes while I'm working out, so I have to look.
That's so funny. But but that's one of those things where I see your point, right? And I just it kind of breaks my heart a little bit, because it's like, when you were younger, you put time and energy and resources to invest in yourself. At least for me, I'll speak for myself. For example, like when I look in the mirror, I want to be able to be happy and confident. Like, wow, I like who I'm looking at, or who's looking back at me, right? And I make sure to put the time, energy, resources. And not only that, but because one, first impressions do matter, right? Two, in the career field that I chose to be a professional actor and model, looks matter, unfortunately, too. So, it's one of those things where taking care of yourself just overall. And three, if you are with somebody, wouldn't you want to look good for them, so that way they don't have that wandering eye? So for men and women, this is what I challenge you. If you're one of those, when you look in the mirror and you can admit to yourself that, hey, I have work to do, I have let myself go, I challenge you to find that what you were feeling when you were younger, when you were ready to go to the club or what have you, when you put on that cologne and got your hair done, makeup done, and da-da-da. Do that again. When was the last time you did that? I want to ask you that question. When was the last time that you really invested in yourself? Yes, you're going to the gym, great, but that's only a part of it. looking good means internally and externally,
Right. Exactly.
right? And
I
like
try to do when I go to
uh-huh.
Walmart. So
Because you just never know who you're going to meet. Exactly. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't
exactly.
want that first impression of somebody to be like, man, he was looking like that. Oh God, I don't know.
Right.
Looking like you rolled out of bed with los pelos así. You
Right.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I try not to do that when I'm here. Like if I go to my car, I'll put a hat on or something. Like I can't just go outside looking crazy.
Hey, put some cool sunglasses on or something. Like put some
Right.
effort. I honestly see people often where they literally look like they just rolled out of bed, los pelos así, los ojos así, like a deer with
Yes.
the headlights, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, I got you.
Hey, look. Mm,
I
I've
don't.
seen it. I've seen it.
Right.
Yeah. I
You don't even
remember.
know what to say. You're on a loss for words.
I don't like. I remember back in the day when women would take like 2 hours to get ready, and then they go to the club, and then they don't talk to anybody or even dance to a certain extent because they don't want to mess up their outfit. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. Like, it's
Wow.
yeah. All right.
That's the well, I
Right.
will say this. Speaking from a woman,
Hmm.
to look good, like it doesn't take long.
Right.
Like you can put concealer, do your eyebrows real quick, do your hair like me, I have it wavy and down, and put
Uh-huh.
some lipstick on and some eyelashes, maybe 15 minutes max. Like it's not that long.
Right.
How about for you, Manny? How long does it take you to get ready?
um, I'm a little bit high maintenance, so it takes a little bit of time. Because then like I try to theme my outfits to where I'm going, and then I'll pick
Okay.
an outfit and then be like, oh, do I really want to wear that? You know, and then I'll pick another outfit and then be like, oh, but that's a little too much. And then I'll settle on something, but it takes me probably about an hour, depending on where I'm going, about an hour
Okay.
and a half. But like I've seen guys, they'll just like I don't know what it is about this generation, this new generation. They wear like sleep pants, Croc. Oh, I hate Crocs. No, like if I find somebody and I'm interested in dating them, I ask them if they have Crocs. If they have Crocs, I'm done. That's the end of the conversation. Like literally, it's a no go for me.
Pero ¿por qué? I'm curious. ¿Por qué tú dices que
I guess
Crocs is a no-go?
because a lot of people feel like those are footwear. It's not footwear to go out everywhere. It's like the chanclas or house slippers. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a nut,
Sacarlo de la
you wear
casa.
them at work. But um, but I don't know. I can't. Mm-mm. I
No.
can't do it. Like you. Oh no, Rod! No, Rod!
No, but
Please.
Rod's the same. He's saying no Croc life, and he's
Oh
laughing
no,
because
okay,
Rod, do
cool. I
you agree
want
or
to
disagree?
say, bro, no, I hate
No.
Crocs. Like I hate them. And then they have jewels for the Crocs. Like they. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They bedazzle them. I will say this. I will admit that I am with you. I am not a fan of Crocs. I think they're one of the
I
most
hate
hideous,
them.
ugliest things. Just like Uggs. My short term for Uggs is ugly. That's what they
Right.
stand for. Ugg is
Yes.
ugly.
Yes.
That's what Uggs stand for. But shout
But
out to Melina. She says, Melina Royal says, I take 2 hours to get ready, even more if I'm drinking wine. Hey, it's all good. But at least you get yourself ready and you make an effort to look good. So I salute you for
right.
that. Girl. You are making an effort. And that's what I'm trying to challenge more people is to make an effort.
Hey, look, Melina, we not gonna talk about Crocs. I see you love Crocs, but we not. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You glad we're not dating because I would definitely say no. It's a no for me. No for me.
Don't go. Don't go.
No
And
go.
on the subject of first impressions and looking
Right.
good, we have an amazing, talented individual joining us. Oh, wait, hold on. Ross said something here. He
Yes,
says
two
two
hours is
hours,
definitely
2 hours
wild.
is wild.
That is wild. Like, where are you going that it takes you 2 hours? You better not
But
just be going to the store.
okay.
Like,
Look, I'm going to defend her. I'm going to say she's making an effort, and I appreciate that because she's
yes,
making an effort to look good. I don't know if Melina has a man or not, but I salute you because you're making the effort to not only look good for yourself, to look good for your man, so that way he doesn't have like wandering eyes, right?
Right. Shout out to
At least
Melina.
he can look at you and be like, "Damn, that's my girl." Okay, that's my girl.
She's a good friend of mine. She's actually, I'm filming little shorts to make a trailer for my book to present it. I told you about it, to present it to some streaming platforms to see if I can get some sponsorship. And she is the leading lady for the cast. So, yeah.
Congratulations, Melina. That's amazing. Ross says she's trying to get there when it's closed.
That's what it sounds like, man. That's what it sounds like.
And she says, "That look damn good. Check me out." I love it. Thanks for y'all commenting and interacting. This is so dope. We love it.
Yes.
We love being able to interact with the listeners and the audience.
But she is actually a movie star. She's modeling. She's actually she works with Yes Noko, our previous guest. So she is definitely doing her thing.
Amazing. Yes. But we have another amazing individual. I'll go back to inviting him. Yes. That he is actually, you know what? He's someone you brought on. So let me have you do the honors to introduce our special guest here.
Okay, so how did I meet this gentleman? Networking, of course. I can't remember how I met this gentleman. Oh, somebody that I know. Actually, Shanita, her friend of a friend of a friend, knew him. And he was doing a series, and he'll talk about it in a little bit. And I did the casting call. So he is from Central Florida, and he is an amazing guy. He has done a couple movies, directed and starred in. And he's just an amazing guy. Like, he's down to earth, really cool. I would like to introduce, I call him Ladon, but his real name is Marquel Kimbrough. Welcome to the show.
Bienvenidos a Hoy En Día. Welcome, Marquel Kimbrough.
What's good, bro?
What's good, brother?
Good.
That was a nice introduction, bro.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
I love that, bro. How you doing?
Rehearsed. It was off the dome, bro. It was. I'll be spitting straight up.
From a friend to a friend to a friend. I was like, okay, what's friend?
Hey, that's how it happened. Like, the girl, I can't remember her name, but
it's okay,
her
man.
friend is a friend of mine that we had on the show. Nita was the one that introduced me to the girl that introduced me to you. So that's how it worked.
Yeah, that's how it went. Yeah, that's how it went.
Friend of a friend. Of a friend.
So the friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, right?
Exactly.
The friend actually hit me up. She hit me up. You want me to tell a story, man, or how you want me to do
Go
it?
for it, man.
Go for it. Okay, so
it's all about you, bro.
Appreciate it. So like the woman, she hit me up. I forgot her name too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She hit me up. She was like, "Hey,
Maxwell something."
Yeah.
Poor thing. Nobody remembers this lady's name.
It's crazy. She was just like, hey, you looking for another cop character for your series? I was like, yeah, sure. And she pointed him out. I looked at bro. I said, let me get him an audition. He sent it right back to me the same day. I was surprised. Had little action figures and everything, talking to it like I wanted him to. I was like, okay, snap, So
yeah,
I've been a boy ever since.
Let me see if I can find them. Hold on, here you go.
Action figures. That's so dope. Look at you being all creative.
Yeah, he was very creative. And I was like, he got the job.
You. Well, Mr. Marquel Kimbrough, thank you for being on Hoy En Día TV. We are delighted to have you on.
Oh, so y'all heard it?
Yeah, we heard it.
Y'all heard it. That was me. All right.
Hey, hermano, next time give me a heads up, please, because I'm here like that.
Yeah.
There's ghosts.
That was dope. I like that though. It was good. It was just unexpected.
Right.
But hey, hopefully the audience and listeners are laughing and joking and feeling good.
Right.
Nevertheless, Marquel Kimbrough, please tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Marquel Kimbrough. Marquel Ladon Kimbrough. I am from Brevard County. I grew up in West Cocoa, Florida. By 95 area over there. 520 situation. I'm gonna just say I started doing filming in 2018. My god brother Dante World, he was, and it's crazy because it's around the same time of the storm. That's crazy. And he was like, bro, go out there and be the weatherman. I was like, the weatherman? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Went out there, I had on a little floaty thing and the glasses and a hat, and I was acting like the news anchor, and we put it on Facebook, and it went crazy. So ever since then, I was like, bro, I love this acting thing here. I like comedy. So, and I started with that. And then I turned around and created a character named Mr. Orslet, Uncle Orslet. I did him for a while. People loved him. And then I started writing movies, and I started taking it seriously after that. So that's where I started from.
So what motivated you to transition from being an actor to actually writing movies? Because that's a big shift. Like a lot of people either prefer the acting, prefer one or the other. What motivated you to transition into the filmographer or writer, etc.?
I would say, I could say this: Tyler Perry. He was one of them, and I seen what he can do. I saw what Martin can do. Martin Lawrence. I grew up on Martin and Eddie. Let's just say that I grew up on Martin, Eddie first. And I sat at the house one day and I was like, watching Menace, Don't Be a Menace to Society. One of them, I think the Wayans Brothers movie or something like that. And I sat back and I was, there you go. There you go. There you go.
I think they did that on purpose. Like, that was a long title, bro.
Hey, I studied them. They did do that on purpose. So I was sitting there one day and I was just writing, and I kept writing. And I said, I'm gonna stop doing comedy, and I'm just gonna be a serious actor. And I was just like, We All Ball. That's what I started. My first movie was called We All Ball, and I wrote that. And I was a character called Toothpick. It was starring me, Brittany Williams, Antoine Ford, my god brother Dante World. He was in it. My sister Tanisha Henry, Chad. It was a bunch of us that started together. Raina. We all started together, and I kept writing, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna be both of them. An actor and a writer and a director too. Because I love behind the camera stuff as well. That's my freaking nature, so I love it.
Okay, that's what's up.
So you mentioned that you got your start being a weatherman.
Yeah,
but a lot of people with acting, when they look at the cameras, at the lights, as people looking at them, they kind of shy away from that, and it makes them feel, like this is not for me. Why did you even want to say yes to that opportunity, which transitioned you into what you are today?
You know what? Because I did a church play before, and I was always I was always centered. I was always the lights was always on me. I was very popular. So and then like I said, once that came a situation, I did it before. I did a couple years before when we had a way worse storm. And he was like, you got to do it again, bro. I'm telling you, I just got this feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you sure? And it just clicked. It just clicked. Like anybody can tell you when I be on set, I just turned the character on and off. And I was I wasn't nervous. I was just started something new, because I seen like Desi Banks, Country Wayne, and all them doing comedy skits. I was like, why not me? And me and my crew, so that's what that dude inspired me to do that as well. So it was a comedy skit, and I miss doing them, but
Yeah, no, I feel you. And yeah, that's awesome. And so growing up, were you ever part of the arts or theater growing up when you were growing up?
Growing up, yeah, because my auntie Chelsea, she's a pastor, and she kept us in doing church plays.
Okay.
That's why I started from, really, church plays, and I loved it ever since. And I ain't do a play yet. I'm ready to do a play. So that's why I started from doing church plays. So I was into that stuff, crafts and art stuff.
Jesse actually does a play. What's the name of the play? Like, you've been doing it this whole time, and I've never asked you what the name of it is.
Yes, and I'm glad you asked that. So back in 2022, I had the opportunity to start working with G. Davis TV and Films, along with the National Alzheimer's Association. And so pretty much the play is called Unforgettable. We do a nationwide tour. We're still on tour, thank God. And we actually, the new contract put us on for a couple more years. So Praise God for that. But pretty much the goal is to bring awareness of the importance of early detection when it pertains to Alzheimer's, because we see a lot of fair-skinned or Caucasian people that are really into the Alzheimer's awareness, but what about the colored people? What about the Hispanic people? What about the Asian people? And so with Unforgettable, it's an entertainment, but it entertains you and it educates you at the same time. That's the goal, because if you hand somebody a piece of paper, they're going to read it and they're going to toss it, and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. The goal with the play, and we've seen this because a lot of people have attested and confirmed this, is once we entertain you, but we're also helping you put that message in you to remind you, like, hey, get tested for early detection of Alzheimer's. People retain that because, one, they're being entertained, and two, they're being informed, right? And so that is what our goal. We have a lot of amazing talent. So shout out to we have Scott Sable. He was an American Idol. Shout out to LaJune Thompson. Shout out to Ken, to Dartez, to Dion, to Ashley, and just everybody involved behind the scenes. Shout out to Garrett Davis he's the visionary, and also for the Alzheimer's Association leaders who support us, because this is very important. People need to be aware of early detection, early signs, and motivated to actually get tested. I know, and I get it, clinical studies and all that is scary because of what we've learned in the past, but it's a new day and a new time, and I believe in God, and I know that things have changed. Right. So that's in a nutshell what it is Unforgettable.
Right. Amen. That's dope. That's different.
Yeah.
I ain't know that either.
Now you know. I will say this, Marquel, being a professional actor and starting my career at age 11, that's one of the things that I put in myself, and I prayed to God. I was like, God, use me as a vessel to positively motivate and influence people, because I don't want to be like these other people where they're quick to sell themselves, quick to sell their soul to the devil, like I say, quick to show their body. It's like, I feel that you can do so much more without showing your body.
Hello.
You can entertain people without being naked or without, so I pray to God, and God is he's been answering my prayers, and he's been bringing me opportunities that really help me shed my talent, because it's God-given talent, and being able to positively motivate and influence people in a good way. Hence why Hoy En Día TV exists as well. So, yeah.
Right. See, and that's why I said earlier before the show started, I did my research. She got about 20 movies, Manny.
I know.
And more to come, as I see.
I met her through somebody, a friend of a friend of a friend.
You forgot that person's name too?
Nah, his name is Brent Gaskins, man. Shout out to Brent Gaskins. We're gonna have him on the show sometime in November. But yeah, look, bro, I've never met the guy. Like,
really?
We connected through networking through Robin Shockley. Shout out to Robin. And we just connected on Facebook. I've never met the guy in person, but like he's not one of those gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of gatekeepers out there that don't want you to be in the industry because they feel like that's their world. How dare you come to my world? No, he's cool, man. Like I've never met him, but he's like, yeah, here's all the jewels, man. You just have to use them in the right places.
A lot of gatekeepers. A lot of gatekeepers.
Man, I've noticed that, bro.
I'm not one of them. Anybody that came to me,
Jacks, bro. There's definitely a lot of Jacks.
It's a lot of that. Once I got in the industry, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of people like, who is this new cat? Where he coming from? Right. And it was a lot, it was a lot of actresses and actors telling me that. It was like, they don't even know where you come from, bro. They like, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm like, okay, well, if you're threatened by me, something's wrong.
Right. And it's like,
you're threatened by me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you don't see that because all they show you is the good stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying? That's all you see. That's all people see. That's why when a lot of people get into this industry, they're like, yo, this is not what I see on TV. There's a lot of work. It's a full-time job. A lot of work. And sometimes you're not even getting paid. But you're getting that recognition until you get out, like until you make it, like you're doing everything on the hip. You know what I'm saying?
Manny, I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so happy you brought that up, and I thank you for that because a lot of people think that it's just in a snap of a finger, voila, everything's going to happen. I started my career at age 11.
Right.
Yeah.
At age 11. And I've been doing it for 25 plus years without telling my age, but 25 plus years. And so it's one of those things where it's like, you have to crawl before you walk. You have to establish who you are. People need to know who you are, which means that, yes, you may have to take unpaid gigs because you have to prove yourself. It's similar to like when you go on a job interview, right? And they look at your resume. And if you're applying for analyst, but you have 0 analyst experience, do you think they're going to hire you?
At all.
No.
At all.
No.
So it's one of those things where you have to prove yourself. And I know it's tough for a lot of people because they're like, oh, this, I got it. Da, da, da. Great. But you have to prove yourself. Unless you're going to do your own content, which is great. You can do that as well. And you can prove it to the world. We're creating your own content. But if you want to work with other individuals and network, it is very necessary to take those unpaid bookings in the beginning until you establish what is called a reel. A lot of people don't know what a reel is. A reel, so that you can prove that's your resume. That's your virtual resume, so people can see. And then even with what Marquel said, he says that I'm over in 20 movies. I've done a ton more movies than a lot of people that didn't make Google, that a lot of people don't know about. But I've been in at least 50 plus projects that you didn't see on Google because I've been doing this for many, many years. And so that's what it is. A lot of it, you're not going to really see. You know what you did. But a lot of people aren't going to see who you are. And so with that in mind, you have to prove to others who you are. I mean, this is just how it is. Just like when you go on a job interview, you have to prove who you are. You're the right candidate for that role. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in like Manny said, there's going to be long days. It is a job. This is a career. And what I get tired of is when people say, oh, I'm going to do it, because I help talent get bookings. And then when I get them booked, they don't show up for a booking. I look bad and you look bad. You get black booked because you didn't take your job seriously.
See, and I like how she said that though. You know, because I went through that. My like I said, my special friend, I call her a sister to this day. Her name Raina. She went through the same thing. We basically both are directors. You know what I'm saying? And we book them. We get people, and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to be in a movie." And then by the time it's coming, they be found. You know, and then they feel some type of way when they see you on TV. They're like, "Oh, we should have came. We should have did this." No, you should have been serious. Should have been committed. I shouldn't be even going outside my county to get other people to come do a movie when you're sitting right there. And it's nothing. Don't get it twisted, because my county is very talented. It's a lot of talented people here. It's just some people, they don't take it seriously, and if they take it seriously, man, I don't care if they surpass me. You know what I'm saying? As long as I say, hey, I helped that brother. He was good. He did his thing. I'm glad he went on. You know, I helped that sister. I'm glad she went on. Because it's a couple of cats, man. I'm telling you, they definitely got it. They definitely got it. And like you said, you help them get booked, and then it's like they can't get no more gigs from nobody else. Because directors talk. Every director talk. And I just want to put it out there. Every director talk. Even if you don't know it, now you know. Every director do talk. It's up to us directors. Somebody can say, oh, that actress, she was late and she was being rude to me. And I could be like, she never done that to me. I don't know. Or I can listen to him. Like you said, gatekeepers. I can listen to him and be like, hey, I don't want to book you because so-and-so said this about you. And so-and-so said that about you. You know, everybody talk about everybody in the industry, man. And it's weird. We don't need to be like that, you know. But yeah, back like you said, booking people. No. I want serious people. I want committed people. You know, dead serious. You know, committed people.
I'm so glad you mentioned that too, Marquel. Seriousness. This is a career. You can make a career. I made a career out of it. I know many people that have. Manny's on his way to making a career. You, Marquel, made a career out of it. And it's one of those things that you have to continue. It's not easy. I'm going to be honest with you with the bottom of my heart. This is not an easy road. You have to have tough skin. You have to put your big girl and big boy pants on because you're going to hear stuff. And like Marquel said, people talk. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people may have said negative things about me now because people prejudge without getting to know somebody. But it's like, first of all, we're too old for prejudging. Why are we still prejudging? That was high school crap. Like we are grown adults.
Exactly.
Let's get to know the person first and then make your own assumption of, oh, this person is this and this person is that. But keep it in mind, as an adult, think everybody is different. So let me accept that person for who they are versus judging and talking. And we don't have time for that. That's high school crap. We're adults in a professional environment,
Manny
and we're trying to all progress.
Yeah.
And Manny gonna see when I get on set. I'm gonna say it the one line to everybody. Treat me like you would treat 50 Cent and Tyler Perry. Treat me how you'd treat if John Singleton was still alive. You know what I'm saying? Treat me like that. Because guess what? I'm gonna probably be bigger. I'm gonna be a blessing. Just like you're gonna be a blessing to me as an actor or actress. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people chances because you don't never know. You know, some people can be jealous of what you can do. You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's very sad. You know.
Right.
Ooh, Marquel, you dropped another jewel right there.
Exactly.
Jealousy. Wow. Why did you? I agree with you. I agree with you. Jealousy. Right. But people don't think. Let's say, for example, they're working on one of your projects, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You help them and they help you. I mean, it's a two-way street.
Right.
So why be jealous when we're helping each other grow as a community?
And I do that with everybody. If anybody wants to start doing their own movies, they be like, "Hey, bro, I need you in the movie." Okay, if you did it for free for me, or if I paid you, whatever. Sometimes I might not even ask for that. As long as you got food and you got me a place to stay, man, I'm there. What's up? What we doing? I don't want to manage nothing. I want to act. You know what I'm saying? I want to cut up. You know, so I can give you advice because I have run a set before. You know, I can tell you this and that, but once I look at that cameraman, I'm gonna tell him off rip. This ain't even if I worked that cameraman before, I'm gonna tell him this ain't my movie. This is that person's movie. Listen to what they gotta say because I'm gonna take notes just like you taking notes, and I'm gonna go back and say, hey, we could have did this better, or I could have did this better. Sometimes I'll be looking at some of my own work and be like, you know what, I could have did that better. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, like I tell people, you don't gotta be jealous of me, man, because I ain't a person. And man, they probably seen me wrote this before on a post, and I said it. I can do 55 movies, and a person can come on one big movie and show me something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be a student to the game, regardless of how far I go. I'm gonna always be a student to the game. I'm gonna learn something new.
Every day. Right.
Learn something every day. You know.
And you know what? Because of that mindset, because of that frame of thought, you're gonna continue to be successful. Because a lot of people find it very, very, very hard to be a student to the game, regardless of how experienced you are. There's always an opportunity each and every day that we wake up to learn something new.
Right.
And so because you said that, student to the game, that's a magical word that I want a lot of people to absorb, regardless of what industry you're in. You don't have to be an actor, model, what have you. Regardless of what industry you're in, even in your own business, be a student to the game because there's always an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better because you want to be better than what you were yesterday.
Right.
That's the
always. You know. Oh yeah.
Manny, I'm taking all the questions up, so go for it.
What you got coming down the pipeline, man? Like what you working on right now?
Oh man, I've been in the basement, dog.
Projects, bro.
I've been in the basement, dog. Listen. I don't want to label myself, bro, but I feel like I'm Jermaine Dupri of this, man. You feel me? So listen, I got some things coming up, man. You know, as you know, I already casted you. I casted, you know, my assistant, my very, very nice assistant. I ain't gonna say her first name. I love her last name, Johnson. It's like Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's my girl. I have casted you two as the cops in the upcoming comedy horror film, Shadows in the House. We're gonna film that in a couple months. I'm directing it. I wrote it. Producing it myself too as well. If anybody want to help, you can. I'm just throwing it out there. But it's gonna be dope because you know I don't want to get too much away with that one. I just want to say we gonna get crazy with this one, dog.
Yeah.
We gonna get crazy.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Horror comedy is gonna be like what was that one?
Scary movie.
The Wayans did.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that.
That was funny.
Big plot twist, because you ain't gonna never know who started it, who ended it. Big plot twist. I'm starting in it too, so
watch it. You saying they gotta
watch it? They gotta watch it. And
when is it released?
When we film it.
We haven't filmed it yet. I'm actually gonna be in
2025 sometime.
Yeah, 2025. My goal is to get it to Halloween. If I can't get it through Halloween, maybe Thanksgiving. I might drop it on Thanksgiving.
Do Halloween next year.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. It depends on you know how the schedules be. One moment we be on, then they be like, "Oh, this guy come through." Okay, so yeah, I got that, and then I got a stage play. I'm working on because when we talking about stage plays, I'm writing that one too right now.
Okay.
Something similar to Tyler Perry, you know, like Medea and all of them. You know, I'm bringing the Runch family on the stage. I call them the Runch family. It's a crazy family. My character Uncle Oil Slick. My homegirl Randa, she played Auntie Suzanne, and then I got my cousin. He played my son, Deuce in it. Antoine Ford. I got that coming. And then I also got the TV series. You already know what we talked about. Son of George. That would be my very first time doing a TV series. And listen, I've been in the studio room. I've been studying. It's a big difference, bro. Big difference. Movies and TV series is a lot different.
Right. Movies, you have to keep the audience entertained for a max 2 hours. With a movie series, you have to keep the audience entertained for years. You have to make sure that I gotta watch the next episode, or they binge it. You have to make sure that you have that storyline, bro. It has to snap.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this because you're one of my actors, so I'm gonna tell you in the series. If the series flop, it's gonna be because of y'all. I'm just with you, man.
Hey,
Marquel, if they need acting coaching, let me know. I'll help them out.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring my A game, and I got backup. Look, I got Yessie. I got all types of different people, man. I'll bring them to the set.
Listen,
y'all
I'm gonna have to have her on set. I'm gonna have to have her on set. The first 3 days, first 3-4 days, we gonna have to have her on set. Get them right. Yeah. You know, I really want this because you know this is gonna be an independent type situation. So I really kind of want this to be bigger. I want this to be nationwide. Like everybody want to fall in love with this show. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a great story. You know, shout out to Dion. He gave it to me, a creator. He was like, he came to me one day. He was like, bro, I got this story, but I can't do it because I'm an actor. I don't know how to write like that. And I'm like, bro, you can write. Anybody can write, you know. And he's like, I trust you to do it. You know, and once I got my hands on it and I read what he wrote and I added a little bit to it, and I'm like, oh, I love this story. You know, it's gonna be different. It's police brutality is involved. It's a story based what happened in the 80s. Somebody got killed, and I played a son growing up in the early 2000s as a cop. And Manny and Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy, they're playing cops in parts mob. Like they are mob and they cops. They corrupted. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a dope storyline. It's gonna be very dope. It's gonna be very interesting. A lot of action packed, everything. You know, give it that Bad Boys, you know, feel to it. So I'm ready for it.
I'm excited.
That's
bro.
one of them.
I'm definitely excited.
And then I got another film I'm gonna do next year because I'm gonna be busy next year, man. I got another film, God's Validation of Love. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be one of them stories that's gonna be deep. It's gonna be deep, you know, about a woman, you know, based off Job. It's gonna be based off Job. If anybody know biblical, you know, Bible, Job. It's gonna be a female version though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. And I got my girl Raina. Gonna star in that. She gonna play that. She gonna star that. So I'm ready, man.
That's
ready.
What's up.
Yes,
so
sir.
What's the one that just came out? Enemy.
The one that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did a movie. I shot the movie in December of last year. Okay. Based off Miss Christiane Atkins' story. It's a true story. It's based on a true story from where I'm from. And we sat down, we wrote it together. She told me everything she went through. I put it on the, you know, screenwriters thing. And it's called Enemy of the Church. You know, it just dropped on Roku TV International. Fire Stick movie. Shout out to Armin Entertainment and Filming Bonds. They picked it up. They just, you know, they put it on TV for me. Great people, very great people. Contract looked good. They good. You know, so basically it's based on a true story. It came out June 14th. So it's on streaming. And I love it, man.
Y'all check it out. Enemy of the Church.
Enemy of the Church, man. Everybody asked me the name. They were like, where you get the name from?
Enemy of the Church?
Yes. Enemy of the Church. Enemy of the Church. Like I said, it's based on a true story. I play a pastor. Okay, don't judge me out the TV land. All right, I play a bad pastor. Okay,
Let's see.
I don't hit women
What
for
streaming
real. Right?
platforms can they find it at? What streaming platforms can the audience
TV.
listeners find it?
You can find it on Roku TV, Roku TV, Roku TV,
Roku TV.
TV.
Awesome. Enemy of the Church. Find it on Roku TV. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for that
one. So let me tell you, let me ask you this. People that work with you, that come on set, that you book, or even up and coming talent that want to work with you, what is it that they can expect when working with you? Because every director and writer have their own vibe, different types of ways, right? What can they expect when working with you?
We turned up. We lit. We lit, man. We're gonna have fun and we're gonna get it done. I don't laugh at you to pick at you. I might mess up a line or two and I'm gonna bust out laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being a family. I want to build a family. Anytime you come on my set, we're gonna be brothers and sisters for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Either I get you in another movie with me or a TV series or something with me, we're gonna always bond. You do get some individuals that you're probably never gonna work with again, but then you got some that's like, you know what? That's my sister. That's my brother. I'm gonna always work with that person. I'm gonna always have that person connected to me because their talent and the charisma, the chemistry we have together is no other way. Because some of the people I was naming earlier, I've been working with them on every other movie. Oh, also I do got another movie coming out too. I am an actor in this, and I did co-star. I did co-direct one scene, but I'm in the whole movie too as well. It's called Traditional Love. Shout out to Ashley, my boy Brandon. They produced it and they made it. Should be coming out by Christmas, I think. What he told me. And it's like a comedy. I bring the comedy to it. It's like a what's the movie called that Kevin Hart them did? Think Like a Man. It's something like that. So I'm gonna bring the comedy.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, with me though, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun on my sets. You're gonna have fun on my sets, man. We don't I ain't strict. I'm not Tyler Perry. I'm not all them other disrespectful cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna yell at you. We're gonna have fun. Man.
I feel you, yeah. And on the contrary, reversing the question, what do you expect talent coming on your set to be like?
Good question.
Ooh, I've been trying to find the next Denzel. The next Denzel, the next Taraji, the next Viola Davis, the list goes on. Like I said, I get some people that's new and they kill it. They kill it. Enemy of Church. I had about about 3 new people, and they killed it. Never did a movie a day of their life, and they came on set, one accord, killed everything, did everything I wanted them to do. No talking, being disrespectful to you, just listening to the director, which was Raina, listen to Mateka, he was the cameraman, and listen to me, because I was starring in it, but I wrote it, so of course I'm gonna say I'm gonna say so. But everybody was just on one accord, and that's all I look for. I just look for you to be cool and want to be a teacher and a student, because you can teach me something. I don't want you to take over the set now, but you can teach me. You know what I'm saying? So if you see something a little off, be like, "Hey, Marquel, man, he could have came to the door like this." Okay, let's see how that works. I'm not here to knock you, because you could be correct.
Right. That's good advice and good feedback. Good food for thought. What about some of your pet peeves that you've experienced on set?
Ooh. Me and man had a conversation about this. A couple of my friends, actors and actors. Come talk to me directly. If you got a problem, come talk to me directly. Don't go talk to people that don't control nothing on set. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That didn't write this movie or this series and this and that. If you feel like something is off, come please talk to me. That's my number one pet peeve, going behind my back, talking to a whole nother person, knowing they're gonna come say something. Or being late. I don't want you being late. If you 5 minutes, please. I'll give you grace period. But please be on time. That's all I ask for. And showing up. That's the biggest thing. You could be late and come and kill it. You know what I'm saying? Because we be on sets for 12 hours to 16 hours. You probably done went way more. But it's a lot. It's a lot in this. It's not easy, bro. Like, I gotta sit up there and be up all night. You know what I'm saying? And you be late. I gotta go to the whole scene, bring back that scene. I gotta do that. It's a lot of work, man. It ain't easy. I tell people that. So please be on time. If you ain't gonna come, we'll replace you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. And another thing too, people try to get scripts before NDAs. That's one of my other things too. That's the one thing I don't like. Because you know, in this business, y'all know, why would I give you a script without signing an NDA? That don't make sense. I never heard of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can steal my story and give it to another person. Somebody try to tell me, nah, that's not how it is. You can give that's not how we rocking. And I'm sorry if you can't go by that. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I rock. You know, that's my pet peeves.
Okay, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you, and that's definitely good. Good pet peeves, good to have, because I agree those are some of my pet peeves as well. So, also showing up and the whole being late thing, like, I get it if you're like, if you have a major catastrophic emergency or you get pulled over by the police. I get it. Crap happens, right? But do your best to always at least show up 5 minutes before your call time, because not only are you delaying your scene, you're going to delay everything else that comes after that, especially if you come unprepared, which I do not recommend. Always come prepared. Always know your shit. Know your crap.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We can get into that too. Make it professional. Don't get black booked. That's the goal. You do not want to get black booked.
Tell you, we can get into that too. Learning your lines. Okay, listen, sometimes, you know what? I ain't going to lie. Sometimes I do, when I write script, the first draft might be a little off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then I give my actors, this is what I tell my actors and actresses. I give you freestyle, and that means you'll learn that too, Manny, when you get on set. Be you. If you feel like what I said doesn't sound right, make it sound right for you, your character. You know what I'm saying? Make it be believable, because you know everybody they're gonna be watching, because they're gonna call it out. They're gonna be like, acting suck or her acting suck.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's what we do.
Don't never be afraid.
Yeah. That's what we do when we watch it.
Right.
Oh, yo, he sucks. Like, where did they get him from? He can't act for real.
Right.
Yeah, that's what people do. Because I've done it. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it. Like, and I won't watch the series because I can't stand your acting, so I'm not gonna watch you. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
That is big, bro. I could
so
myself. I was like, man, I should have did that better. You go ahead and talk.
Mark, in light of, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, say what you about to say.
I was going to say, in light of what Manny said, I agree. That's very important, because I'm like that too. If I come across either a movie, a TV show that the acting really is horrible, I'm going to turn that crap off.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's unfortunate, because I do understanding behind the scenes that there has been a lot of work, energy, resources, etc., time, money that has been invested. So would you agree that the job of not only a casting director, but a director as well, is to make sure that their talent is delivering the best lines possible? Because if your talent sucks, then your show more than likely is going to suck.
Right.
So let me tell you something. When I first started out, like I said, I did a movie called We All Ball, and I was just going off everybody vibe, and I was just learning their mannerisms. I was learning everything about them, and I put it in the script. Oh, Vetta Jones talk like this, and you know, Brittany talk like that, or Twan talk like this. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was doing it. I never did a table read at first. I didn't even know what the hell a table read was. Nobody never told me anything until somebody put me to the side, and it was like, bro, before you do another movie, let's do a table read. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta learn your lines. You gotta be on point. That person gotta get chemistry with this person. And I totally agree. You got to, man, because if you killing it in practice, you know, like rehearsal, when y'all rehearsing for the plays, you killing in the rehearsal for the plays, you got to bring it that show that next night. You got to bring that same, because if you don't bring it, then they're going to just be like, this dude suck. Or this woman suck. Where y'all get her from? And you got some of them divas that act. You got some of them guys that want to can't act. You know, like she said, they're going to backball you in the industry every time you do something wrong. It's just going to happen like that. But yeah, I agree. I totally agree. You got to bring it. You got to.
Marquel, in my experience, I agree. Bring it for sure. But in my experience, because in addition to me helping talent get bookings, I'm also signed to a major agency. And we never do script reads because they already know that one, you're professional. So you should be, you know your shit, or you should know your shit. You should know already what it is that your job requires. So once they give you that script, your job, if you know that you're going to be booked next week, Wednesday, you have to memorize whatever your lines are by next Wednesday and come on set ready to rock and roll, regardless if there's a script read or not.
Right.
That's how I am.
Right.
I've gotten scripts hours before, and I've had to memorize that and knock it out the window. And I'm known for that one take wonder. When they say, "Wow, that is amazing. We don't have to do no more takes." I'm like, "Thank you, thank you."
Right.
Because being in the industry so long, you already know what to expect. Asking the right questions. I notice a lot of people don't ask the right questions. Key questions to ask is obviously wardrobe, makeup, location, time, but also what it is that you want from me as a talent. What are you trying to see? What is it that I'm supposed to project to give you what it is you're looking for? Because you're the client paying for my services. I want to give you what you're looking for out of me.
Right.
Right. So
I want the best. I want the best of the best.
Right. Right. But you know, because you have details with that. You know to say, okay, well.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you said it right. You said it right. Locations. You got to know locations, got to, what you want to wear. Because, like I said, when we did Enemy of Church, everybody kind of figured what they was going to wear. I laid the script down for them. This is what it is. This is your character. This is the 90s. Some of this is based in the 90s. You should wear that. And some of them, they rocked it. They rocked the gear. No, I can't lie, Except for me, because I was a pastor, so I had to be dressed up and stuff. First time ever.
I have to check it out.
Man, bro, listen, I might have to get therapy after that movie, man, because I'm not violent like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to women, I'm not. So if you know what I'm going with this, I'm not like that. So every time I, not to give it away a little bit, but every time I choke her, I'm like, "You okay?" So yeah, man, I have fun shooting it. But I totally agree with everything she said, though. Everything. You got to ask questions. Please ask questions. When you on my set, please ask questions. Don't never be afraid. Never.
Right. And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because being an actor, you do have to step out of your element. You just admitted that you had to step out of your element because you had to choke a woman, right? And that's not who you are. So being an actor, you have to make that role believable. In order for people to believe that you are who you are, even though that's not who you are in real life. So what did you have to? What did you do? Where did you put yourself in that mindset to sell that role? I'm curious to know, because a lot of people, I've noticed that there's opportunities for people to grasp what it is that they need to do, or they have to correlate to it in order to sell a specific role.
Well, for me personally, I saw some of it growing up too. You know what I mean? In the household a little bit, and I also, before we filmed, I watched the Whitney Houston movie, not Whitney Houston movie. What Love Got to Do with It? I saw that movie. The dude played Ike Turner. I saw a couple of Tyler Perry movies. I was studying some of the bad guys, and I was just like Clifton Powell. Like, he was that. That's inspiration right there. And I just put all of them together, and I just became a madman, And like I said, I was just feeling it the next day after filming. I was just like, man, that ain't me, bro. I got to go sit down and talk to somebody about that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can take characters home that you shouldn't be taking home. And it happened in the industry a lot, you shouldn't be taking that character home sometimes, but it was a life experience for me. I don't know if I could. Well, I can tell you this: it's gonna be an Enemy of Church too. I'm gonna put that out there too. So I'm gonna replay that role again, but I got to go through the whole training process for myself to get right again for that.
Right.
So I'm ready for that one.
That's dope. That's dope. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
We're dope.
So
I might bring you on that one too, bro.
So along those lines of listening to you and you sharing that this role that you had to play, it wasn't you and it's not you. and how uncomfortable you felt, but you know you needed to sell it because you're an actor. This is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people, they feel like every opportunity that comes to them, they have to take it and say yes. But I'm one of those that I've had to say no to tons and tons of opportunities, because when I write the script, I'm like, this is not what I want to project, or I don't want my legacy, especially me having a child now, for him to remember like, wow, this is what my mom did. Like, how do you feel about that?
Right. So with me, I did get a role. I was supposed to do a movie a while back, and it was about trafficking, human trafficking. And
Okay.
I'm one of them guys. I do have a daughter myself. You know what I'm saying, and a son. And I'm like reading the script. At first, I was all excited. I was like, another opportunity. You know, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. And then when I'm reading the script, the things he had to do, and this, I'm like, nah, them type of roles I don't ever want to do. Kidnapping a woman, raping a little kid. I don't want to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because some roles do hinder your career a little bit, even if you are in control of what you do. I'm more of action, comedy, horror, whatever you and bad guy, but I don't want to do those type of bad guy roles. You know, I'm afraid of what people are going to think of you, because some people they get mad at you about your role. You know that you play, and you see it all the time. People get picked on by their roles they play.
Right.
Oh, why you beat on that woman? Oh, why you killed that man? And why you kidnapped that person? And you get tired of hearing that, and it get old. You know, it get old for real.
Right. And I'm glad you mentioned that. And the reason why I brought that up is because I wanted to remind those individuals who want to get into acting, it's okay to say no. You do not have to accept every role, every opportunity that comes your way. It's okay to say no. Because just like Marquel said, some of those opportunities, they may look good now, but they may hinder your career growth in the future.
Right. Mm-hmm.
People may look at you and be like, give you that face. Like, do you want that?
Or your mental stability.
It'd be like that.
There was a movie that what was his name? I just had his name in my head. I forgot his name. Anyway, he did the Ted Bundy remake.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I know.
I can't remember his name. Anyway,
the actor that played that in that role.
Yeah. He, after he finished the role, like he stopped acting for a little while because it messed with his head. Like he actually had to kind of go into the mind of Ted Bundy, you know what I'm saying? And Ted Bundy was like, he was insane. Like I watched the movie and I was like, I could understand why he took time off, because that was
like that.
Insane. I'm trying to see if I could find the movie.
So while you do
going
that,
back to what she said, it's okay to say no.
All right.
Right. Go ahead, Marquel.
I said it's okay to say no. You know, even being a director too. You know, come across projects. You know, and man, listen, I get flooded. I ain't gonna lie, I get flooded all the time with projects. Oh man, can you turn this to a movie? Man, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm like, get bombarded, because I don't want to be that person to be like, I can't do it. But it's like, let me go find somebody else, you know, or let me get back to you at a later date, you know, because sometimes you got to get your stuff going. You know, like me, I'm busy. I'm like an actor, director. I'm everybody. So I'm like everywhere. You know, I got to go do a movie over here, and I got to turn around. Like I've had to put this is how real I am as an actor, and I love this game. I was filming my movie. You know what I'm saying? We All Ball 2, actually. We was filming that. That got canceled for a reason. Personal reason, I don't bring it up. But we was filming that, and that's when I ended up getting the role on Traditional Love I was telling you about earlier, in the movie that's supposed to come out around Christmas. And I told her, I said, listen, I told the director, I said, listen, I'll put my movie on hold just to do your movie. You know what I mean? Because that's how real I am as a friend and as a true actor, because I control my sets. Anything I say goes, pretty much. We're going to film this day, let's film this day. Now, you can be a Michael J. Fox and you know, be on both sets, but I was just more rather to do that movie than anything, you know, because I kind of felt that movie was gonna have something was gonna happen bad, you know. So that's a true friend. That's how I am about this art, man. I believe in it, you know. I don't know about nobody else, but I don't take everything. I don't take every role. I don't take every movie. That's just me. And people can be mad at me all they want to because guess what? Sometimes y'all don't put up the budget yourself, so I have to come put up the budget, you know.
The guy's name was
See, you know what I'm talking about.
Food for thought.
Yeah, he dope. Yeah, he dope.
Who was it, Manny?
Zac Efron.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, he dope.
He had to take time off after he did that one because y'all, it's on Netflix, I believe. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was really serious. He did some damage out there in California. Ted Bundy, I mean.
Yeah.
Like he portrayed like he to the character.
Like that, man.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I couldn't do Nah. Man. I only did this role because I love, you know, I call her auntie, so.
Yeah, no,
right.
It's not.
People think of this, you showing up, you looking cute or good or what have you. No, you have to really invest time, energy, resources, and who you are as a person to make that role believable. The audience has to believe you. Mm-hmm. If we don't believe you, then the audience more than likely is going to book you too, because you're going to be like, that's a crappy actor. I don't want to see him or her on TV anymore.
Right, exactly.
Man, listen, man. You know how many people call me an a-hole? A lot of people wrote me. It was like, bro, you was an a-hole in that movie, bro. I'm like, wow.
That means you sold your role. You sold your character.
Exactly. That's a compliment.
I salute you.
I know. I was laughing.
That's a compliment.
You know, I take it as a grain of salt. I love it. You know, I love it. You know, I'm versatile, so I won't always be a bad guy.
Mm-hmm. So when you make people feel some type of way or feel an emotion to what you're doing, that tells you how good of an actor you are. Right. When you make people feel some type of way or feel an emotion, that is really a testament of how good of an actor you are.
Yep.
If people don't feel nothing when they're looking at you, then you're like,
right.
So for those watching,
listen, even on my day job, I go on my day job.
Go ahead, Marquel.
I said, even when I was going on my day job, even though I go on my day job, my boss, Michael, shout out to Michael, man. My boss, he would be like, "There go Pastor. There go Pastor Michael now. Don't let him cut up now. It be funny, man." So,
wow.
You know,
that's funny.
That is so funny. Yeah. Hilarious. Well, you know, I had a great time.
It was awesome. We haven't gone over an hour in a long time. This was a great show. Like, this is awesome.
You told me that. You told me that. He told me they said, bro, it might be 35 minutes, bro. It might be an hour, depending on the vibe. Right. I had a great time. I really had a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, hey, it's love. It's love. Yeah. It's love.
You're welcome. And thank you for being
on set.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely gotta do a part 2 once we get probably sometime next year. Mm-hmm. Let's film some stuff and then we'll do a part 2.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
This is the segment of the show where we give our final thoughts and explain and tell people where they could find you. Yes, she usually does this, but she's dropping the ball today, so I'm gonna actually have to do it. I'm gonna go first.
You read my mind, actually. I was giving you the opportunity, so you were in sync with me. I was gonna actually let you do it.
Right.
You did
so it. I'm gonna go first, so that way you could see what we do, and that way you could just follow suit and let people know. So, my final thoughts always and forever are gonna be: don't let the fear of failure overcome the righteousness of success. Like there's and that came to me one day, and bro, it's stuck in my head. Like it's never gone anywhere, and bro, I live that to this day, because like every day you're gonna fail, but some people take that failure as I'm never gonna be anything. That's the end. No, that's a learning curve right there, and use that to help you understand how to navigate that world that you're trying to be a part of. Because we all learn every day, every day. You know,
every day.
we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect in this world. So don't consider yourself down and out. Never let that fear of, you know, I might hit the ground, I might, you know, stumble, stop you from achieving that goal that you're looking for. Um, just like me, Yessie, and Mr. Marquel here, you know, we've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in our lives. But you don't see that when we go on air. Um, but that's a badge of
Right.
honor that we all wear because we've gone through it and we've come out the other side stronger than we were when we were, you know, in it or before we got in it. You know, so I hold that, you know, to a testament of my growth and development. And I'm pretty sure Yassi and Mr. Marquel do as well. So don't ever let, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
that trial or that, you know, stumbling block that's in your way stop you from what you got to do, you know. As always and
Exactly.
forever, Author Manny
Exactly.
Morales on Facebook and Instagram, authormannymorales.com. DM me for a book. They've been selling lately, so get yours before, you know, they run out. I'm making a series, so you might want to get the book, read it.
Yeah.
DM me
We
for
talking about that,
autograph
yeah. Oh yeah, most
copy.
definitely.
Yeah. Marquel got the book. He said he's almost done. He's definitely trying to do the
Hey, I'm almost
series.
done. Listen,
Look,
I told let's do the series, dog. Let's do the series, dog. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, I got to go. You know, I got
hey, look,
the
let's
keys to
do
do
this
it. So let's
Son of
do it. Let's crank
George.
it up.
Let's do the Son of George, and then we'll drop
Yeah.
that hard for everybody, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
look. So that's it for me. Yeah. So what's your final thoughts, Mr. Kimbrough?
My final thoughts is all I'm gonna tell you is like this. Like somebody told me, don't never be afraid. Just do it, because you never know the results. You're never gonna know the end results. Don't never be afraid to be anything. Like he said
There you
before,
go.
you're gonna fail sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know how many times I failed. You know how many times I heard no, and now look where
Right,
I'm at. You know what
right,
it says? It's all God's doing. It's all God's timing. You can find me at Marquel Kimbrough at Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at Bigger Dream Films with a Z. Y'all got my name wrong, but I ain't get on y'all about that. And on
that
the
was my fault. Yeah, that
you
was
can
my
find
fault.
me also on. Now you good, bro? Nah, brother. Listen, I did it before too. Don't even feel like that. You can also find me on I want to say TikTok at Bigger Dream Films also. You know,
Okay.
that's where everything's gonna go at behind the scenes, everything we do, everything we talk about. I even do some little bit of motivation talking on there, inspire other young actors and actresses and directors and writers. You know, just do it, man. Just go ahead and
Right.
do it. Like Nike, just
Of
do it.
course. Of
You know.
course. Of
That's all I
course.
got to say.
That's what's up. What about you, Yessie? What you got going
Yeah.
on?
Another amazing episode. Thank you all to
Yes.
the viewers, the listeners, the audience, just everyone that tuned in, the comments. We appreciate you. Shout out to Manny for being a great co-host and Marquel Kimbrough, filmmaker, for being our special guest who dropped a lot of nuggets for you
Yes.
all
Yes, it
to
did.
just
Yes,
absorb.
it did.
And also shout out to the sponsors. We have Collective Wear, we have Divine Beauty and Accessories, we have author Manny Morales. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can be on. Just hit us up at oyendiatv@gmail.com. I have the email at the bottom of the page. So hit us up so you can be a sponsor. We can give you shout outs, create commercials, what have you. We can talk about the package deals that we have here at Oyendia TV. Also, just want to just share that I've been nominated for Actress of the Year and Model of the Year with the Queen City Awards. Thank you.
I saw
Two
that.
nominations.
Yeah.
I'm really, really
Yeah, I saw
honored. And
that.
I wanna thank you to those who took the time to nominate me. I know you all are busy, but I really appreciate you. And thank you for those who are taking time to vote for me, because nominations or votes are two different things.
Right.
So
Right.
thank you. Daily votes are
Yeah, it
welcome.
is.
And
Yes.
I really appreciate you all just taking time out of your busy lives to vote for me. Just go under queencityawards.com/voting and vote for Yessie Rodriguez for Actress and Model of the Year. So thank you for that in advance. Thank you. Also, last but not least, for those who want to know more about who Yessie Rodriguez is, you can Google me. I'm to the point in my career where you can just Google me and you can find who I am. Pretty transparent, you know. And that's my goal, is I want to be transparent, especially for those individuals who want to work with me. I want them to know and feel comfortable that who you're working with is somebody that's already established and serious, which I am. I'm established and serious about what I do. And my goal is to definitely help you out, but you need to be able to want to help yourself as well, right? It's a two-way street. I can help you as long as you help yourself as well. I can't drag you along. So with that being said, for those who are looking for any modeling or coaching, I offer modeling classes, coaching classes, one-on-ones, mentorship, etc. I help individuals get bookings. You know, hit me up. Go under my website, yessierodriguez.com. There should be a schedule there. If not, you can send me an email directly and we can just coordinate schedules so we can get you on the books so that we can do that one-on-one coaching, because I really do want you to continue to win. There's so many opportunities in this industry, being an actor, model, talent in general, that you can be getting paid for. But again, you have to take it serious. I can't be the only one taking it serious for you. We have to meet each other halfway, right? And last but not least is the quote that I created many, many moons ago. Is the sky is never the limit, because the galaxies, they're endless. Thank you for tuning into Hoy En Día TV. Until next time.
Adios.